I don't care. I think it's okay to challenge Mike Todd immaturity and his lack of wisdom that he puts out in front of people. And that ain't good to have somebody as your face to be that immature. Clout Chase C, the pulpit is not a stage for shock value. Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the Sammy Rigaud podcast. My name is Sammy Rigaud. If you're new here and the algorithm has brought you to my channel, go ahead and subscribe, turn that notification bell on, and like this video immediately. Hey, yo, another day, another Mike Todd video. Pastor Mike Todd, lead pastor at Transformation Church in Tulsa, Oklahoma. He is no stranger to being viral. He ain't. And it feel like every other week I'm talking about Jamal Bryant, I'm talking about Mike Todd. Well, today, I'm talking about Mike Todd. Check out this clip of Mike Todd going viral again. Here's out.
Y'all know what I'm talking about. His broke ass, po ass. You know what I'm saying. Don't settle for them. Cheap ass. Don't settle. Make sure he respect yo ass. As A-Z. Respect. A-Z.
Now, this isn't the first Mike Todd controversy. And obviously, what he's trying to do right here in this video, he's talking about Ruth and Boaz. He's trying to do the spin of Boaz, and then he goes, broke ass, Poaz, yo, like he's trying to. You get what he's trying to say. But to me, it's whack. And it's whack for a lot of reasons. Mike Todd, as a pastor of a church, who do a lot of great things. I'm connected to some people over there. I try not to go hard on them because they do a lot of good things in the community. They give away a lot of money. They help folks that's incarcerated. They help single mothers. They do a lot of great things over there. But Mike Todd is a problem. Why? Because it looks like he is just aiming to go viral. And in this case right here, like, obviously, it's trying to be funny. But I'm always thinking about how when you go to church, you're looking for something. You're trying to get something. You're trying to get hope, inspiration. You can mix a little joke in there, cool. But at the end of the day, it's like, dog, you are the pastor for a reason. You've been called to talk about God and to introduce people to Jesus and lead people. And you do help a lot of people. But it just seems like this video just looks zesty, bro. Like, my friends who are not Christians sent me this video and they're like, yo, is he like, what's with Mike Todd? Is he gay? Is he, like they're just showing like he's zesty. And it's a bad image for the leader of a church to have. Mike Todd first went viral. He had the book Relationship Goals. That kind of put him on the scene. Cool. I know a lot of people that read it. I haven't gone through the study and read it, but it's blessed a lot of people. That was our introduction, for the most part, to Mike Todd. After that, Mike Todd in 2022, right after the pandemic, he went viral with the whole spitting. He spit in his hand, and he rubbed it on some guy's eye to show that to an illustration of Jesus healing. Mike Todd also apologized for that video after and said, "Hey, that's not what I was trying to do." Cool. And then in 2024, Mike Todd went on the pulpit and talked bad about the members from his church that left. Now, this happens every church. Every church, a lot of pastors, a lot of members get up there and they talk bad about people that left the church. It's like, I don't like it, but it's like some gang stuff. It's like, oh, they left us. I think they're better. They not like people always, especially pastors' kids. PKs, they are the most ruthless on people that lead a church. That's just how it is. Now, he goes up there, he does this. It just looks immature, it looks petty. I don't want my pastor to be petty. I want my pastor to be mature. I want my pastor to be wise. This doesn't look that. So, anyways, he bashes the people. Cool. He apologizes. It's whatever. I was about to come on here and do a really good video about Mike Todd because there was a time where he stayed. It was like a year period where he stayed out of the limelight from like end of 24 to 25. I was about to come on here and give him props. I really respect his wife. She's very vocal and she's smooth and she speaks well. She speaks very wise. That being said, they did an album and they did this tour, but there was this backlash about this huge Easter presentation that he did with a rap concert. And it looked very worldly. It looked just it just looked over the top. And you have to ask yourself, why are people doing this if if we're just promoting Jesus? Anyways, fast forward, Drewski does a skit. We covered it here. And Mike Todd went up there and had a response to that. Now, to me, where do I stand with all of this? I think Mike Todd is needed for the good that he do. But I think Mike Todd would benefit from having a non-celebrity pastor, a non a old man sit him down for about a year and a half. A man that don't care about his followers, don't care about his fancy shoes, don't care about his clothes, his platform, his influence. An old man in his 70s or 80s that has done ministry for a long time and just sat Mike Todd down and talked to him. I think Mike Todd will benefit from that. That guy just saying, "Hey, this is how it is. This is how the world works." I, excuse me, I attend a church with a very young pastor. He's close to my age. He got more shoes than me. You know, whatever. I enjoy how he has an older pastor that he listens to. He's got on the pulpit multiple times and said jokes. Hey, this guy comes, I check in with him. He's my senior. His dad's a pastor. He checks with him. He could sit him down. I think Mike Todd don't got nobody that could sit him down and say, "Hey, Mike, like that's too much. That's too much." He don't got that. I think Mike Todd will benefit from having a council of men because say what you want, you got to respect the platform that Mike Todd has. You got to respect it. He's putting a lot of work. I'm friends with some people over there, and they do a lot of good work. I don't want to discredit that. But when your leader is known as a goofy, it's not good. When your leader is known as flamboyant, it's not good. When your leader is known as clout chasing, as a clout chaser, it's not good. Those are the things Mike Todd is known for. I think Mike Todd could benefit from having older men in his life that can check him, that can say, "Yo, this ain't it." Y'all tell me. I like Mike Todd a lot. But this ain't it, man. You can't be in the news cycle every single week. And I hear the pushback already. Oh, he's young, he does a lot of good. You don't know his story, you know where he came from. In a few years, he's gonna be, he can mature. There's no limitation on maturity, but I don't know. I just like my pastors to be mature. I like my pastors to have, you know, maturity. Point blank period. I like my pastors to have a calmness to them. And I think Mike Todd don't have that. There's a lot of you guys that go to his church. You've commented before when I talked about something. You said, "Hey, like Mike Todd's not the only pastor there." Cool. My issue is he's the head of the snake. He's up in front of everybody, and that ain't good to have somebody as your face to be that immature. And it's immaturity. It's clout chasey. The pulpit is not a place. It's not a stage for shock value, right? And this is a pattern. It's not a mistake. So Mike Todd got to be better. It's okay for people to challenge a leader. It's okay. It's okay for, they say don't put your mouth on the anointed, don't say nothing. No, it's okay. It's okay for me to challenge and challenge influencer pastor culture. Like I'm allowed to challenge that as somebody. That's a real problem we have in the church, and we got to work on that. You know, I've prayed for Mike Todd before because I like something he did when um he was supporting other churches. I know a church out in New York that Mike Todd and Transformation, they gave three I think $300,000, and you know they built their church in Brooklyn. I love it. Haitian pastor, I love it. I love hearing that kind of stuff because they were struggling. He's big on money. He went and supported it. I respect it. I like that. That being said, he got to be more mature. Kill me in the comments if you want, but if I don't care, I think it's okay to challenge Mike Todd for his immaturity and his lack of wisdom that he puts out in front of people. Right. First, I was like, "Yo, is he stepping, with fear of God's on in the water?" You know, in the illustration. I ain't gonna lie, that bothered me as a sneaker collector. But hey, it's whatever. These antics have gone too far. They've gone too far. And in this situation where he's up there, he's not cursing, but he is. He's trying to be funny. And another thing, I'm about to go, but another thing, there's something to be said about how these pastors cater to women in the audiences, right? When they sit up there and they mimic the gestures of women, look how he's walking around. Like, those are women gestures. When you're catering to these women and you're giving them what they want to hear, one, men don't come to that. Church is already filled with women. Men don't come more because Mike Todd is acting like a woman up there and dressing with a way like they don't come to that. Men don't come to that. No. The second part is you're telling women, if you listen to what he's saying, he's teaching women what to like deny and what to like reject. Black women are the least married population in this country. Black women are. You're going up there telling them don't accept a man for XYZ, right? And he does this a lot, raising the standard of what men should be. But yet he's rarely talking to men, telling them what they should be in a way that's not entertaining. Men don't learn if you're going to be up there dressed like a woman with woman mannerisms, talking out the side. Like, what men don't attract to that. Men don't listen to that. And that's what Mike Todd is up there doing weekly. And that's an issue. If you disagree, let me know. I think Mike Todd, he's good, but we got to do better. And I think he needs to do better. I think we need to challenge him both openly, and those of you on transformation, go out there and do your best to hold your pastor accountable because this is ugly. When I think of transformation, the first thing I think about is spitting on somebody. The eyes. That's bad. It's the first thing. Then I think about, you know, all the mess that your pastor does, and that's bad. And I think that's a black eye. Even though y'all do good, I think it's a black eye. Anyways, my name's Sammy Rigaud. Let me know in the comments what you think. God bless you.